Hello everyone. In today's video, we will try to see how to prepare sociology optional without coaching. The first question which comes in the mind of aspirant is that how to cover sociology optional even if we are not taking any coaching. This is a burning question. Second is if we are preparing by ourselves, then there is an issue of FOMO, fear of missing out. What they must be reading in coaching centers? Can I cover it? Can I score more than 280 marks? These all things I will discuss in great detail. Also, I will talk about the sources that you can follow, and then later on how to practice answer writing, finishing it with tackling the difficult part, the dynamic questions. All of these will be discussed in great detail. So the first and most important thing is understanding the syllabus. First thing, if you want to take sociology optional is go to the market, go to the printout shop. If you have printer, take the printout of syllabus. The first thing which you need to do is thoroughly read the syllabus. This is the horoscope. So if you have to follow any sources, try to ensure that each of the words, each of the keyword which is given in the syllabus, you have to cover every inch of the syllabus. This is the approach. This is the basic approach that you have to follow. No matter which source you are following, if there is certain keyword which has not been discussed in detail, then you need to cover it through your secondary sources. So you must have three sources for sociology optional. The first will be the primary source, the source which you will read from the first page to the last page. The secondary source will be where you which you will utilize for certain units, and the third or the tertiary source will be just for gap filling. So the primary source can be any book, any coaching material. The secondary source can be, again, if you are following any book, then secondary source can be any topper's notes or coaching material. But do not make topper's notes your primary source, because they have read from any foundational sources and then they have arrived at a particular notes. So you will not be aware about the context of a particular social phenomena. That is very, very important, because mere cramming will not ensure that you get good marks. I will in detail explain about the sources. Don't worry about it. So the first thing is to take the printout, read the syllabus thoroughly, have three sources, and how to select the sources I will discuss just now. So the second thing is essential study material. So if you don't have any background of sociology optional, so how to start? What should be the beginning? The beginning should be the foundation of sociology preparation starts from NCERT class 11th and 12th society book. That will make you familiar with the subject. That will give you a good foundation. This book will provide you basic understanding of all the social concepts and will help you to make you familiar when you are taking any higher book. So start with NCERT class 11th and 12th. Now, what all you can take as primary source? The first thing is IGNOU material. IGNOU materials are very, very good for this optional, because directly there are around 50 to 60% of questions coming from IGNOU material. IGNOU materials are readily available. What you can do is the syllabus keywords you can just type and write IGNOU. You will get the PDF for that particular keyword, and that PDF you can read. And if you want to underline digitally, you can underline digitally. If you want to take printout, you can take out printout, read it, underline it, and from that you can make later on short notes. That's a different thing. First of all, you need to cover the syllabus. Second primary source which people do follow is Essential Sociology of Nitin Sagwan. But mind you, Essential Sociology is good in paper one, but in paper two, in certain areas, it is weak. So you will need to again fill the gap from IGNOU only in sociology paper 2 by just typing the syllabus term on Google, and last में writing IGNOU, you will get the PDF, e-Gyan Kosh, you will get the PDF, which will be very good to read, which will be like NCERT only, easy to read and covering all the things contextually. Okay, so this can be the primary source. Secondary source, what can be the secondary source? It can be any institute material. You know, there are many institute coaching centers which you all know, which I cannot name here, but there are 2-3 faculties who are teaching sociology from 15-20 years. So their reference materials are available, which you can utilize it for strengthening any particular area which is weak in your primary source. And the tertiary source can be toppers notes. Particularly 2-3 notes are good, like Tushar Ansu sir notes is good, Neha Bhosle ma'am notes is good, which you can follow. These and for like value addition, you can see Animesh Pradhan notes as well, but they are not as extensive as Tushar Ansu sir notes and Neha Bhosle ma'am notes. So this you can refer as the tertiary material, from where you can take a good introduction, good conclusion, some more thinkers, some examples. This you can extract from the tertiary source. This is the utility of tertiary source. Now, very, very important part of covering your sociology paper is analyzing previous year questions. So if you are, say, for example, starting unit one, so you need to analyze what are the themes which are coming again and again. The first thing is emergence of sociology. UPSC has asked emergence of sociology in various ways. They have asked the impact of enlightenment in the emergence of sociology, and a renaissance in the emergence of sociology, the material development, the commercial revolution, the intellectual development. They have asked in various ways, but you need to prepare a 20 marks question like content for the emergence of sociology, and that will be enough to answer any kind of question. Second theme which is getting repeated in the unit one is the comparison of sociology with different subject, in which common sense has been one of the repeated theme. So that you need to prepare in depth. Other things you can prepare not in that much depth, you can prepare in crisp manner. But sociology and common sense will be something which will be asked again and again, and that will come even for 20 marks question. That is a very important theme. Similarly, for each of the unit, there are repeated themes which you need to cover it very well, because their probability of coming in the paper is very high, and you could target 65 to 70% marks. So analyzing PYQ, again, taking the printout of last 10 years PYQ theme wise, if it is available. There are lots of PDFs which are available theme wise as well. Take the printout of it and regularly refer it. If you are covering unit one, see what all UPSC has asked and try to cover them. The second thing which is very, very important is focus on both papers. It has been identified, and this I had also done this mistake, that I extensively focused in my initial attempts on sociology paper one, in which I scored very, very well, one of the highest. But in sociology paper two, I did not give much attention, which led to very less marks in initial attempts in sociology paper two. And this is one of the most common mistake which is committed by most of the aspirants. You need to balance both the subjects. Both the subject, both the paper has equal weightage, 250 marks, 250 marks. Okay, so you need to give respect to both of the paper if you want to score more than 280. Otherwise, your score will be in the range of 220 to 250. You will not be able to score more than 250 in the sociology optional. Self-study strategy is that you need to understand the concept. So if you are not able to understand the concept, you are not attending coaching, then what to do? There are 2-3 things which you can do. The first thing which I used to do was I used to type that particular topic on YouTube, and I used to get sometimes some of the government YouTube lectures which are available. Sometimes I used to get some coaching centers video lecture, and through that I used to listen that and try to understand it. Until I understood that particular concept or that particular topic, I would not go to next topic. This should be our approach. Understanding is very, very important. Otherwise, you will not be able to write even 30-40 words in an answer. Rote learning will not help you in this paper. Second thing which is now available is to write in any AI sources, any AI, generative AI chatbot, and you can write it. I am a beginner, make me understand this particular concept. Okay. So ChatGPT or any other AI, Meta or anything, you can utilize it, and they will give you something. They will summarize you. So try to read it. This will also help you to understand that particular concept. And the third thing is to do Google. And Google may also you will get very, very good articles, not essentially of UPSC only. There are very good blogs written of non-UPSC as well, which you can find. So these three are helping hand if you are not able to understand a particular concept from any book. So this will come to your rescue. Answer writing practice, it is very, very important. And when you will read sociology, you will think that you are able to understand everything, but when you will see the question, you will not be able to write the answer. and it will happen. So initially, this is a very difficult for most of the aspirants. But remember, you need to be patient. You need to start writing first the PYQ repeated themes, as I told you earlier. So try to write it. Even if you are seeing the source, reading the source, and then writing, it's fine. Initially, everybody does it. Slowly, slowly, when you will write all the PYQ repeated themes, you will get confidence, and then you will be able to write answers initially not in stipulated time. It is a gradual process. After writing 200, 300 answer, your speed will increase, your confidence will increase, your ability to understand question will increase, your intro ka quality, body quality, conclusion quality, inculcating thinker, examples, etc. will increase the more you will write. So initially start writing the PYQ repeated themes once you have covered the one iteration of syllabus. And a unit wise try to cover it. Once you have covered all the PYQ repeated themes, then you can go for any test series that will help you to develop the speed, as well as you will get some critical reviews. Okay. Inculcating relevant examples and current affairs is important, but that is something which you will not be able to do initially, because first you need to cover the syllabus. Then only you will be able to correlate what is happening, what is coming in the newspaper or magazines or anything else. Uh, See, one of the very, very important part of sociology optional is to revise things regularly. Because to be frank, this is an optional having lot many thinkers. Hundreds of thinkers are there. Hundreds of thinkers are there, and if you are not revising it properly, you will forget it. As soon as in 10 days, 15 days, you will forget even the basic things. So you need to revise it regularly. And for that, what we need to do is we need to develop notes as well. And notes should not be like 500 pages per paper. It should not be more than 100, 120 pages for one paper. Then how to develop it? For one A4 size paper, one topic of PYQ repeated theme prepare. In each of the paper, you will not find more than 60, 70 themes. So 70 A4 size paper for each of the paper. है ना? So for sociology paper, 160, 70 themes, or paper 2, 60, 70 themes. That is 140 pages. The rest of the 50 in 50, 60 pages, you will cover the current and dynamic topics. That will be the later part once you have finished the syllabus. You will cover the dynamic portions sociologically, so that you don't have to think in the examination hall. Not more than 200 pages notes you will maintain. Okay, and those notes should be like an answer only: intro, body, conclusion, proper diagrams, examples, everything will be there. That you will be revising 5 times, 6 times, 7 times. And once you will go for mock test, you will revise it, then write. Each time you will go for a mock test, you will revise it. So this repetitive cycle of revising, writing, improving will help you to score more marks. Okay, revision is key in this optional. Integrating current affairs. This is the last portion. Once you have understood all the concepts, so whatever is happening in the society, whether it is socially, politically, the portions which are given in this syllabus, basically they are asking more and more current affairs in the sociology paper 2 section C, that is social issues in our society, the issues which are emerging in society, whether it is related to population, whether it is related to women, whether it is related to politics, whether it is related to family, anything like nowadays there is a rise in cohabitation. There is a rise in divorce. So they will ask you, is marriage still a sacred institution? So you need to inculcate these examples. These are what are happening in current affairs. Like there was an example of polygamy, which was written in the newspaper, that you will inculcate in your contemporary answers. Also, you will utilize all these sociological strands. Like you will study about what is functionalism, what is Marxism, what is feminism, what is symbolic interactionism, phenomenology, postmodernism, neo-Marxism, and all of these you will read. So all of this strand you will utilize while writing any contemporary or dynamic question. Okay. Also, you will study a lots of terms, sociological terms. The commodification women is a basic term. Like cultural reproduction is a term which is given in the syllabus. You will come across a lots of terms. These terms you will utilize in current affairs or dynamic question. Okay, and for that we have also started a sociology current series, in which we will provide you 60, 70 most important themes till next year mains, and we will do sociological analysis and we will post. You just need to read it and make notes out of it. That will help you to handle the dynamic portion in both the papers. Okay. Also, in social issues, you need to write government schemes in the later part. Like in conclusion, you will utilize to just give the positivity. and connect to the sociological exam. Once you will finish the syllabus, you will understand, yeah, this is happening in politics, like caste politics is increasing and it is coming in newspaper, or there is a different stand which is developing in farmers movement, like the recent farmer movements has a different altogether characteristics. So how it is related to neo farmers movement, that you need to discuss. So this way you will inculcate the current affairs, but for that you need to have a good base, otherwise it will be difficult for you to finish the syllabus. So one thing which you all ask is it possible to prepare the sociology optional by yourself? Yes, but you do need a mentor to guide you, someone who is experienced and who will give you some inputs. So you can join any mentorship initiative. I'm not endorsing my initiative. You can join anyone who is experienced, who has given interviews, etc., and has fairly good experience with sociology optional, just to guide you, just to say you that you are going in right manner or not. So this you can do. You don't need to spend 60,000, 70,000, because even if you join coaching, this is a repeated issue that any faculty is not good in both the papers. They are, if they are good in sociology paper 2, they are not good in paper 1. If they are good in paper 1, they are not good in sociology paper 2. And they are providing thousands of pages of material. Again, that creates a mess. Like how to do it, they will give you for parsons 50, 60 pages, then how to finish it? They will not discuss everything in the classroom. In classroom they will tell you stories, they will waste time. So even if you join coaching centers, still you will have to do all these hard works. Coaching centers will not give you everything. Mind it. Okay, so again you will need to cover and do all this process. So don't feel fear of missing out. You need to do this process. Without this process, nobody has scored good marks, whether it is a rank 1, whether it is someone who has qualified mains, or whether who has written mains and scored good marks in sociology optional. Without this process, you cannot score good marks. So I hope this video will give you a clarity. Thank you very much. Take care. Best wishes.